Well, hello and welcome to another Faith, Philosophy and Life, me, Mr. Shelton. I do hope that you're doing well. I'm sure that you are, but if you're not, well, I hope you feel a bit better soon. We are doing a unit on Hinduism at the moment, and we've just completed a lesson on Diwali, the first lesson, and what happens and why it happens. Today we're going to be building on that knowledge as well. So I'd like you to think for a moment, before we begin this lesson, what do you remember about Diwali? And while you're thinking about that, go and grab your pen and your paper, and here's our cheesy intro music. So our title today is Diwali, Practices and Beliefs Today. Today we're going to explore how Diwali is celebrated. Okay, it's as simple as that for today. As always, do photograph everything and send it through to your teachers. It's going to be good if you can suggest 2 ways that Diwali is normally celebrated. Great if you can compare how Diwali is normally celebrated to 2020, obviously lockdown and the rest of it. Maybe we don't want to talk about that right now. And even better if we can link the celebrations of Diwali back to the original story of Diwali as well. During today's session, we've got a couple of media clips we're going to watch. We're going to look at some celebrations, and then we're going to do a card saw as well. So what we're going to do is I'd like you to do a little mind map for me, which is what happens during the festival of Diwali. If you'd rather do it as a bullet point list, please feel free to do that. So mind map or bullet point list, what happens during the festival of Diwali? And yeah, let's just pause for a second while you get that written down. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and put a clip in now from the BBC Diwali. If it doesn't work, because the BBC do have a habit of blocking the things that I try and do, hopefully, there is a link there which you can see. You can put that in a separate browser. That will take you straight to the clip I need you to see. So if you come back to me in a second and you have not seen the clip, you need to be using that link there, please. Okay, so let's hand over to the BBC Diwali, and around your mind map I'd like you to write down things that happen during the festival of Diwali. Let's watch this now.
Diwali is the Hindu festival of light.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch on!
Diwali celebrates light over darkness and the hope that good will happen.
So Diva meaning light, and Diwali bit is the whole row of lights. And the whole point is you must actually have light in your life to see anything and to move anywhere.
At Diwali, we remember the story of Rama and Sita, who were sent away for 14 years, and the celebration that took place when they returned.
The whole of the kingdom decides this is our time to rejoice, so let's light it up. But it doesn't stop there. The whole meaning for human beings is if you let God into your life, then it is going to be lit up.
Diwali is celebrated every year in the autumn. It marks the start of the Hindu New Year, and we celebrate new beginnings. We spring clean our homes, wear new clothes and exchange gifts. My brother Reg and I are busy getting ready.
The worst chore is probably cleaning the hob.
I don't really mind sweeping the floor up. It came off.
On Diwali, it's important for Hindus to clean because we have visitors coming around and we want to make a good impression of ourselves.
Let's show you what we're going to wear. Our newest clothes. So that's what I'm going to wear. And that's what Raj is going to wear. There we go. Done. And this is how Raj looks. As well as friends and family, we hope Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, will visit. We want her to bless us with good fortune for the year ahead. To invite Lakshmi into our homes, we decorate our doorsteps with Rangoli patterns.
It's fun because it's just like colouring, but actually we're spraying with our own hands instead of using the work of a crayon. When Lakshmi comes, she would see our artwork and she would be impressed with it. Hopefully if we've done it good.
To guide Lakshmi into our homes, we light candles. Most people would keep their doors wide open to say that because you're the god of wealth and because we love you loads, you can just step inside like it's your own home and you don't need to knock on the door or anything. It's your house, so you can just walk in. At Diwali, homes and streets are decorated with rows of lights. It's an exciting time. I meet with my family and friends, and the Hindu community comes together in a huge celebration. The fireworks are used on Diwali because of the lights and how bright they shine.
My hopes for the new year would be to be a better person,
To get my grades,
also share with others,
behave nicely,
take care of people, not only me.
and hopefully keep my mood right.
Happy New Year!
Okay, so using the description below then, you'll find a little worksheet. We've got a second clip to see. Now again, like last time, this is from the BBC, so again, I've put the link at the top of the screen there for you. If you couldn't see the last one, you won't be able to see this one. I just don't know what's going to happen until I've edited it together. So, so you need the worksheet, and I'd like you then to complete that worksheet. If you want to just write it out in your book, do so. If you don't have a printer, that's absolutely fine. There aren't that many questions there. So it's BBC Diwali 2 this time. So let's watch this then, and then we'll come back to me. Okay, so my next thing then for you to think about is, how are these celebrations similar or different, and do you think this makes a big difference to Hindu faith? Okay, so there's a thought for you anyway. If you wanted to challenge yourself, give that a go, please do. But there are other parts that I'm going to be doing during this lesson. So we said it'd be good if we could suggest 2 ways that Diwali is normally celebrated. Again, I think we've covered that really well today. It's going to be great if you can compare how Diwali is normally celebrated to 2020. Again, hopefully now with the clips that you've seen, you'll be able to work that one through. And even better if you can link the celebrations of Diwali back to the original story of Diwali. And that's what we're going to do now. In the description below, you will have seen a card sort activity. You'll also have seen some card sort answers. Please don't access the card sort answers yet. Now, this ideally is if you've got a printer and you can print this off and then chop them all out and sort of arrange them in order. If you don't have a printer, which is absolutely fine and dandy as well, what you can do is, I've got an Excel version there, so you can load that up on your screen and you can just number them from 1 to the last number. The idea is that you try and reread this, the story of Diwali, and reread it so you get it in the correct sequence. So you can write them all out, forget that. You can number them all on Excel, or you can print them off and chop them all up and work out what order they go in. And when you think you've done that, then go back to the description and access the card sort answers and just check them all off, because it'd be interesting to see whether you have got those right or not. that really is where I'm leaving it for today. I know that card sort will take quite a long time. If you find that you've still got loads of time during this lesson, why not do a storyboard or a cartoon strip on the story of Rama and Sita, because I think it's a fascinating story. And be thinking all the time when you're doing it, what reflections have we got about how this shows that that Diwali is celebrated today. So I'm going to leave it there. Thanks very much for your time. Take care of yourself, stay safe, wash hands, God bless you, and I'll be seeing you soon.